Welcome back to News Tower. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Some of you may not like to hear this. And you know what? It's one of those things. It's just the way it is. I never intended to play all the way to 1939, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Today's video is our finale for this playlist. We're going to wrap it up today, and I'm going to wrap it up by going after these two markets right here, which pretty much topples... I mean, there's these two, but like it pretty much topples the entirety of my other competitors. So which basically leaves me with taking control of the entire city in a way that my competitors just simply couldn't recover from. And that's basically what I was looking to do. We maxed out the mayor's quest line, and there is a little bit more to do with the Los Jersey Theater to get it up here, but doing so, it's just the series is fatigued, all right? And things need to move on, and like new games need to be covered, that kind of thing, right? It's more of a content decision than a fun decision, but there's a lot of things out there that I got to get to. So we're going to start with Dunelin here, and it's entertainment focused primarily. It's basically every category wants entertainment, so we're going to go ahead and tackle that. And Los Jersey Theater wants me to print theirs above the fold and print on Sunday before 6 a.m. and all those things. I'm not really going to bother with it. So we're going to proceed with just getting these two markets today. And, you know, prominently, we've got, like very little debt, if any. We got $9,000 in debt, all right? So, like, that's, I guess, pretty significant in the game, but I can still do this. And then I've got 8K, and then by the end of the video, we'll be out of debt entirely, okay? And then that'll just be wrapped up. Like, we'll be stable and out of debt, and that was the big deal. Okay, so we've still got this little space up here that we're going to kind of look at. Here's our notices here, and we're going to want to tackle entertainment. Pretty much the biggest thing is entertainment here, but there's other stuff here too, like sports could potentially be, and politics, and then sports, and then economy. So sports is in two of them, so we'll go ahead and have that be the target as well. And then we'll take a look at what we've got here. So for this, there's a lawsuit, which we don't have to really worry about avoiding because we've got a lawyer, right? That's been brought up in the comments too, and I agree. But if I get rid of the lawyer, it would help me get out of debt a little bit faster. He's not really being paid that much, but we can do things like put Anthony on it instead, and that would be better. Still, we have a lawyer for this exact purpose, and this person is 50% faster with entertainment stories, provided that they have decent concentration, which they kind of don't. So here's what I'm going to do instead. We're going to put Emilio on it. We're going to eat any lawsuits that happen. The lawyer that we're paying money to is going to go ahead and fix that for us. And then we're going to stick... where is he? He's going to be Scandal. There's a potential for a spy here, too, so we're going to have to look at that. But where's my entertainment guy again? Yeah, Christopher Tooley. He... Like, there's a small chance of a problem here, but I'm going to put him here. It's faster. Although, if I give the other guy... Where's the other guy? The one that gives us bonuses for the gold tags and stuff. I don't think he has this category. Yeah. All right, Tooley's going to be here. That risks the spy, which we'll then go find. But now that he's here, we can go ahead and just tackle this story too and blow it up and be good. Although I don't think there's really a reason to do that. So we don't really gain anything from blowing this up. We just need to make sure that somebody's here before we do it. So we can actually stick somebody like Mikhail on this. He's going to be slower, methodical, but we're definitely printing the story. So we'll stick him there, and he'll get done with this last. But it's okay. All right, cool. Over here, we got another entertainment story, and we can pretty much just put anybody we want on it. Let's leave the polyglot in case there's something across the way. And we'll put Stanley on that. It's fine. Over here, another one. This is a sports story. We'll stick Anthony on this because he can get experience for it. And then we've got this one where our scoop is our review. So basically, both of our sports scoops... Right? Or am I wrong about that? No. We have, yeah, all of our scoops, essentially, except for the bombshell, are found now. So that's good. Okay, so for sports, we don't have anyone who can instantly unlock it, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, and that is Kathy's thing. Let's put her there. Over here in Europe, let's see what we got. So police fine risks. We got, there's a breakthrough there. It kind of goes to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 individual tags is not too bad. I think we can go after this one. And we'll start by seeing if Mabel can unlock the next task. She cannot. Can we get that with Roger instead then to move us forward? Now, We want to get the police fine mitigated if possible. That's going to be Jim's thing, but man, there's a chance she unlocks it. We're going to play it safe with the lucky person so we can get away with that. And we'll let that go for 12 hours, and then somebody can tackle that other story. Okay. Our lawsuits are showing up. There they are. We're going to go after our sports scoop. There's our bombshell. So we're all set on finding the bombshells and stuff, or finding all the scoops and stuff already. It's pretty straightforward. Mabel, could you unlock this? Is that possible? No, did not unlock that one. Okay. Anthony doesn't unlock it either. Darn. Okay, well, in this case, she is still faster at society, so we'll have her do this. And then our sports writer, we'll have Clarence do this one. 12 hours later, we'll have that scoop as well. All right, next entertainment story here. Let's go ahead and put Christina on it because she can't instantly unlock anything. Shifting over to Europe once more. 1, 2, 3, 4 tags plus some influence. Not that great, although I already have my scoop, so I don't really need to target it. Probably could have left that on the table, but it's all right. We'll find other stuff eventually. All right, we need Jim Ball to go ahead and grab that. We're going to go ahead and put the editor on it too because we can. We'll put the editor on this one too, just to add a little bit of quality stars to things. It's okay. Yeah. Over here, we're definitely going to have this story too. Let's put the editor on that one and that one and that one. Let's just have them really get that story to be high quality. Over here, let's put editor on that part if we can too, because we found them really early. And then the final bit here is our harmonize, which is going to go 3 quality stars for the gold tag. We're going to have you do this one, editing for another star, and prioritization. Okay. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not that great of a story, but we do have Bennett. And we'll have Emilio in about 7 minutes, which takes a couple hours for him to get back. So we could unlock this really quickly. I like that idea. I think we could do that. We can go cheap with the boat because we have the instant unlocks. So let's go Zeppelin. We'll go Zeppelin. And we have the instant unlocks with those guys. So we'll pop you there. And then we'll wait for Emilio to come back. Maybe you could do it even. No. Okay. We'll wait for Emilio then to come back, and we'll unlock that story too. Here's our award-winning photographer. Going to go ahead and tackle that scoop. And we have a crime story over here with some illustration potential. Nice. Let's put Stanley on this one. And I don't want to do that, but we can get the illustrator on that one, which is worth something too. Do you unlock this? No. We're not going to put Emilio on it, so it would be this guy or no guy. I do want the revealing. I don't want the gold tag and all that stuff too. So yeah, I guess we'll put whoever's faster. Anthony's faster. We'll put you on that. We got another European story. No, we don't. We're waiting for Emilio. Here, there he is. Put him there, and then we can stick somebody down here. This is an economic story. We'll put Kathy here. She'll speed the other two guys up, and then we can get them back faster for other stories. That's good. Okay. Let's see. Got a crime story here. Crime plus these two. That's 3, 4. Yeah, this works. It works for a breakthrough the other direction too, because we already have another breakthrough as well, but we don't have the Bash brothers here to unlock it really quickly, so probably put Walter on the lucky part, so Clarence and Christina can take those two, and then our illustrator will dominate that one. And then we've got Society, which can unlock new items. I like it. Mabel doesn't unlock it right away though, unfortunately. Roger can though. So yes, I think we'll take that and then see if Christina can get me the items. Or Mabel, sorry. No, doesn't give me the item. Okay. Doug will take this part. Mabel can take this part anyway. And then we're ready for the item when that drops in. Okay, cool. So everything is flowing really smoothly so far this week, right? Unless, right, there's always that unless, for me anyway. That is, unless I'm spending all my time on the map and not enough time looking at my people, right? So let's take a look at that really quick as we try to avoid the spy. Okay, so we're going to have 3 spies total. Let's take a second and see if we can figure out who they are, right? 3 spies total. Now, some of you guys were saying that you were just like annoyed that I wasn't clicking the spy, like everyone except the spy, but in the last video, I found the spies with a brown coat like standing with a whole bunch of other brown coats. It was not an obvious thing. And, you know, I think any of you who say it is are just trying to get under my skin. And you know what? Sometimes it works, all right? Sometimes it works. But this time, you know, we don't have a spy in the building yet, I don't think. Because there's just nothing going on in here. He might be up here. It's possible that they're up here. Maybe in that elevator there, but they're not. Nobody's standing around here, though. So they might be in that elevator coming down. We might want to take a look at that. See if I can click maybe this guy. He's getting water, though. Why would a spy be getting water? I can't click him, though. I'm unable to click this person. So we'll come back to him. I do want to take a look at the door, make sure that we're... He hasn't had any notices yet, though, so I don't think he's noticed anybody coming in. Also, my lawyer could probably have that in his desk, so he's got things to do now. I still can't click this person, but I don't know why the spy would be doing, like, getting water, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. So what I want to do is, like, I want to take a look at people coming up the stairs, right? That's the idea. And just kind of click everybody who might be a spy coming through. These guys are all my reporters, so they're not spies. I haven't seen any notices from Scott O'Connell yet, so I don't know if he's actually seen anybody. If we take a look at our tray, we only have sloppy production on a couple people. We don't have anything compromised. This is old. We don't have anything compromised yet, so I think we're all right. We're going to get the new object here in a second. That's done. And then over here, we can stick, let's say, I think we should go after the gold tag. And I know Christopher's got that chance of sloppy production. I guess we'll put Anthony on it, but Anthony can't avoid this. I mean, we don't have a lucky person, do we? Yeah, okay, so I guess we'll just have to deal with the outrage. I don't know if I want to deal with outrage right now while there's still a spy pending. Let's wait on that. Because it'll be harder, I think, to find the spy if I've got a crowd of people in front of the door, right? I think that'll be more challenging. You just increasing traffic around the door is just going to help spies. So let's just not do that. Watching this guy. No, it's not that guy. Yeah, I still don't see anyone coming into my building. Still looking, clicking everybody. Don't see them coming into the building yet. I mean, there's nobody here that's obvious. And if you say there is, I think you're just lying. Just the way it is, you're just trolling me at the moment. Because everybody here is, these are my reporters. They're not spies. These guys are all working. They're not up here. There's supposedly 3 of them coming into my building. You would think that if they were here, he would have at least gotten some kind of ping, some kind of message. Maybe they're coming in a cab. Nope. Hotel Inferno claims 34 lives. Breaking news from the Kearns Hotel in Lansing, Michigan. A devastating fire in the morning hours claimed at least 34 lives, including 7 sleeping state legislators. Wow. 7 sleeping state legislators. Say that 8 times fast. Firefighters are still battling the flames. Okay, so we probably should send somebody to that story. Here in Lansing, Michigan. See if you unlock something. You didn't unlock anything there. How about you? Nothing there. Wow, you're just not lucky on the 25% here, right? I mean, that's just not happening. Well, you're still faster, so we're going to put you there. And then I can probably stick Roger on this, immediately unlocking this, but I don't think there's really a whole lot of value in immediately unlocking it, so I'm just going to let you two do this. I think it's all right. I'm still waiting on this one until I see the spy. And let's go ahead and get the investigative tag. We'll put Bennett here to unlock that one, and Clarence can grab me that tag. And then over here, another society story. I guess we could put Roger on this one to unlock this path. And you know what? Christopher can tackle this one. Yeah, Christopher will tackle this one. And then if I put Kathy here, it's 9 hours. So she will unlock the key before doing this, and she'll speed him up. So that'll actually, yeah, she'll speed him up. That's great. Yeah, I'm still wanting that gold tag. So we're going to wait until I can see. There's literally no spies here. I'm clicking everybody, right? And there's nobody here that's standing out to me as someone who is stealing my articles and compromising my stuff. I still have no compromised tags anywhere. So maybe it's this guy. I don't know. Let's take a look. I'm only going to the map now with it paused so I can take a look at the door. Might as well just stick you on that. I guess it's fine. We're getting like basically every story possible right now because we have all the things we need. Just taking a look. Still nobody coming through my door. Maybe it's one of you two. Like, again, you're dressed kind of like my reporters are, so you kind of fit in. But none of you are coming into the door. It just makes me worried, you know? Like, there's supposed to be 3 spies. And you would think if they were in my building, I would have clicked them by now, but they're just not. My security guy would have seen somebody, right? He hasn't. So, oh, here we go. Maybe it's this guy. No. All right. Okay, so I think it's this one here. That makes sense. So we'll get her as soon as she comes through the door. Here we go. It's her. Get that person right there out of here. Good. Now this guy right here is walking through, so I think we got our second spy there. Let's take a look really quick. So yeah, we got harmonize. I think for you to get that extra quality on that gold tag, we'll go ahead and accelerate or prioritize that one too. And the Lansing story, we're done in 2 minutes, so that will make society articles matter more. So why don't we get Doug on this one? And over here in Europe, we've got another society article. I'm not sure we can get this one in time unless I really rush it. Do we have Mabel? I've got Roger. He could unlock this path to get us over here first. Then put Stanley there so he can start working on that. And then I've got Mabel coming back. So we could possibly print this week if I go really fast. Let's take the plane. We'll stick Roger here to unlock that path. We'll put Stanley over here to start working on it in 21 hours. We'll go ahead and prioritize the article. And then as soon as Mabel's back, we can just put her here, which would accelerate that story. Okay. We've got 2, as far as I know, 2 out of the 3 spies caught right away. I'm still looking down here to see if I can find any new ones, but so far we got 2 out of the 3. He is caught. Goodbye. You're still walking into my building. I just caught you. Hands up in the air. Get out of here. Yep. Now, again, I don't know if we've caught them all. This is sloppy, but that's not a huge deal. I think that's the reporter doing it because it shouldn't be the editor or anything like that. Again, this compromised story here is old news. It's from last week. So I still don't have anything compromised. This has 6 influence points. It's very cool. We're waiting for Mabel. That's what we're waiting for. Blow that up for me, will you? Now you trigger? Really? Now you trigger. When it's the least meaningful thing in the world, you trigger. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks, Mabel. You're great. Never change. Okay. One more spy still to find, though, huh? This guy's caught, so now we're just waiting for one more to show up in the door. Take a quick look here what we got for stories. You know, I think we're really kind of jammed for stories this week, and I don't really need this. I have enough politics stories already. Kind of like to get people back, but at the same time, experience, right? So, Anthony, go. And then I think we're pretty good on finding the spy at this point. So why don't we have somebody do this one? Let's put Kathy on this one. It might cause outrage. And we got ourselves 8 protesters in front of the door. Well, that's what I was afraid of. But so now our security guy is going to be busy dealing with the protesters and not getting any detection whatsoever on this stuff. And so that's... Oh, right. Oh, okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. You have other people that are not my people standing in front of my door. And I got to be able to tell which one's going inside, which one's not, etc. Right? New York, let's put you here. Have you sent out like that? What are you doing? Okay, you're just still protesting. Yep, 8 of them, man. That's a lot for my security to deal with one at a time. All right, let's take out this path here again. Clarence, go ahead and get that. And then Nashville has, that's a very simple story. 4 left to find. This one's going to be done, I think, probably we print it. It's going to be very close. I don't know if we'll be able to print that one. Still not seeing anyone walk through this door. It's got me a little bit concerned. But I might have missed one. There's supposed to be 3. And I just don't see anyone that fits this description of... Like, everyone in here looks like it's, you know, they work here. Too many people in front of my building. Let me see. Hold on. Are we getting anything compromised yet? Still nothing compromised as far as I can tell. We do have... Oh, this is the event. These reporters right now. Again, I can cheat this. I'm not going to. I know that I can just take the story and bring it. I know. But I'm not going to cheat it. I want the event to just kind of play out as it does, right? This is the penalty. Right? It's part of the balance of the game. She might cause some problems. Man, and Christopher's... I think I just want people to chill, you know? Just get their mental health for next week. We don't really need these stories, so we can just have them chill for that. Still not seeing this door open. Protesters are still in the way. My reporters are just sitting outside, unable to get in. But this, I think this would mean that the spies are unable to get in too, right? Maybe that's why. Maybe the protesters are secretly a good thing, as weird as it sounds, right? Like maybe having protesters is a great anti-spy, because I would think that means they can't get in either, right? So put you there and put you here. Okay, so that's it. That's the last story. We don't need to look at the map anymore, and we have more lawsuits coming in even still. And again, still all my reporters just like slammed right here, and this is probably going to cost me like a lot of things I could print, right? There's 8 protesters is insane. That's a lot. I should have, if I had like multiple security people, that would have been great. They are now allowed to come into the building, but I do need to watch this because it means the spy could potentially come into the building as well. I want to make sure that everyone in brown has something in their hands. Everyone has something in their hands. It looks like it, yeah. Bringing the articles over to our typesetters. Let's get them rocking. How's our typesetters' mental health now? Did we improve this? Looks like it's much improved, actually. They got even some extra prestige, except you. What is going on with you? It's like there's just no way to make all of them happy, you know? I'm going to take these reports and put them somewhere else. I want somebody else to handle these because it's going to be sloppy if you do it. Somebody else handle his reports. You need help, sir. You need some serious help. What is your mental condition being adversely affected by right now? I mean, comfort, right? It's a comfort problem. Produces a lot of trash. I think that's the problem. I think it's just he's producing so much trash and it's causing his own problems. I think you are your own problem, sir, and I'm going to fire you. Goodbye. We're going to replace you with another typesetter. And I'm going to re-roll this until I get somebody. Yeah, this is much better. Much better. All right, sit down, do the job. I'll give you one right now, okay? You can go ahead and do... You know what? I'll have you do these two because this person has a lot of them and he's not going to be finished. All right, there and there. Okay, so you've got 2 things to work on. Please do that. And you won't produce nearly as much trash, right? I mean, you're nothing special on perks or anything, but at least you're not going to produce an enormous amount of trash. And at least for now, you're not going to produce any sloppy work. And that's the really thing I want to try to avoid here if I can. All right, spy alert is still a thing. I think it's her, actually. I think I just saw it right here. I think that's her. Yeah, there's another spy coming up the stairs right now. I think I spotted her. Because I looked at the top of the screen. I'm like, all right, what's all the notices? And spy alert. I think it's you right here. Bang, gotcha. They didn't even get in the door, guys. I handled 3 spies today. Yeah, 3 of them. Bang. And now there's no more spy alert. Very cool. Very cool. I feel much better about this. And then you're processing all the lawsuits actually quite quickly. 11 hours each, 12 hours each kind of thing. So we're not going to have to worry about lawsuits either, which is great. Okay, let's see how our articles are progressing. We got a couple of things here. Award-winning photographer. I know there's really nothing for you to do, Barry Bennington. I'm sorry, but your main purpose is just to get us another photography article if she's busy. As far as ads go, we don't have enough time to do it anyway, but it probably would have been a great idea to get this one. That said, we can always use it next week. It's not a huge deal to have to use it next week. So we'll get you working on that for now. And hopefully all of the articles that are coming up will be prioritized instead. Like this, there's a lot of stuff unfinished here. I'm admittedly a little worried about it because it's Saturday already. And this one especially says 8 hours and stuff. I do like how we're prioritizing that. That's good. We have 3 hours left on that one, so no big deal. Let's reorganize these. 19 hours. Like it's these ones here that are a little bit concerning how they're flowing. I think this one can finish. I don't think this one will be an issue. That's the big one I really want to make sure I get because of those influence points. Not that they matter much anymore, right? I'm not playing Beyond today, so it's influence points really don't matter too much. But I would like to just, do as good as I can anyway. I don't want to like just throw it away. I think people have at least, maybe not when it comes to reading text on the screen or finding spies, but I think people have at least come to expect a certain degree of, a certain expectation of me at least. I think I'm going to take legal advisor away from you and give you this, which you're not full yet, but I would have given you this. This is the perk I was going to hand you. So I'm going to do that. Already has a trained trait. Once the training completes, the old trait will be replaced with the new one and will be lost. Yes, so the one that he's getting trained, this is what he's going to be. Skillful and versatile. Adds a quality star for every unassigned maximum skill level without buffs. And that's something that he's not going to get a chance to use, but it is something he's still going to have, because he is the guy that I was targeting for that skill. So I'm just going to get it to him. He's 7 days out. Wow, 7 days though. Hold on, that means he's gone the entirety of next week. You know what? It doesn't matter because he was gonna have that skill, but I mean, I'm only doing one more week, so I don't want to like lose him for the entirety of my rest of my playthrough. If I was continuing though, and he got to max, that would be the guy that I was gonna do this with. So, okay. Is there anything else to look at? Anything else to be concerned about? We have an advertiser that can start working on that one, and then you can start working on this one, but you're never going to finish it in time. We'll use it next week. I think for the printing, right, we want to take a look at what our articles are going to be. In the middle of the chart, it looks like we're going to get rewarded with a bird cage. No, we're down here now. Yeah, we're down here now. So we have a small candle holder, we have a bonsai tree, and we have the prestigious acoustic panel. I could see the acoustic panel being worth it. This is a desk item, and I have mental issues near people. I could be putting these down to help with noise and stuff. We could go sensational today. Maybe we go sensational today on both articles just to see what this one is. I could get behind that idea. Unfortunately, most of my biggest articles today, or my best articles today, are all going informational, but I do have some that could work. For example, we could organize this for entertainment, and I could drag this as my top story, although it really doesn't make sense. This should absolutely be the top story. It, influence points wise, it should absolutely be the top story. If we're targeting influence points, right, that's how that would go. We have a sports article here with 2 gold tags, which is fantastic. We'll place that there, and then I want to also couple that with basically anything else that I can target. I think maybe we take the 2 revealing tags and put them on the same page too. I think so. So the 2 revealing articles, we would put, let's say, there and here. And of course, we're moving to informational now. All my good stories are informational, unfortunately. So I probably can't do that thing I was saying, but doesn't mean we can't try. I'm missing paper. Is it stuck in the... That's not what I want to do. Undo! Undo! There is no undo. Hang on. It went to the stash, though, right? Yeah, I mean, if I put it here, it's not gonna... Exactly. It's that problem. Okay, well, at least it's there now, but there was nothing in it, I don't think. Which is concerning, because we don't have enough paper to print. Like, they didn't auto-order enough paper to print, so... It's, like, I'm gonna have a huge fine here. A huge extra fee for the printing here this week. Unless I can take it from the bathrooms or something. There's 88 in here, and it's not small. We could do that. I'm gonna have to steal it from every bathroom just to print it this week without having an enormous fine. It's still gonna be a fine, but it's not gonna be as big. Like that, and then we might luck out. I still think there's an extra charge though. We're not even at 1,000 paper yet, so probably that's how that's gonna go. Let's see how much paper we actually need though. So we're looking at the top story here is a society article, so I could fit this with other society articles. They're not that good though, the society articles. They're really not that great. This is a breakthrough, which could pair with that breakthrough. So we would be able to go like this, which again moves it to... I guess we're going here. We're getting bonsai trees. I just don't have the articles to go sensational. As much as I would like to, I just don't have them. We'll go like that. And then is there any investigative tag maybe? Yeah, here we go. And it's also a crime story. It's a little sloppy, but whatever. It's a good page. I think that's a good page. What else do we need here? We're kind of mixed. I mean, we have the moderate stuff working out for us, but unique tags is what gets us the most sales. Maybe we look at politics. We're not necessarily light on it, but can we put anything else in entertainment, I wonder? We don't have anything inspiring yet, I don't think. So we could get that. No, apparently we do have something inspiring. This economy story can go up here. Like this. And if I swap this, it would technically bring me back moderate, which doesn't get me as much money, surprisingly. I get way more money as informational. You're right. You do get more money informational. I mean, you just... Because this bonus is so much better than this bonus, is essentially what it is. I'm like, this bonus is so much better than this bonus. Right? Like every step of the way, the bonuses are better than the one that's next to it. You know, 5,000 bonus sales for every printed item with 3 or more quality stars is a little bit more challenging than a $250 bonus for every printed ad, right? Like I didn't print any ads. So like this just flat out giving me more sales, and that's just going to be better. So moderate wants ads, and I don't have any ads. A politics article with this this fame star, which we had a fame star. Where's the... Right here on this front page. I can combo it with this then. I'll put that with this because it combos the fame. Okay, so I have almost a blank page here. I don't have any more bombshells. I don't have another photograph completed. It didn't quite complete, so we won't be able to print that. This sports article, though, is pretty nice, and that's our last check mark that we needed, was on a sports page, so there we go. Are there any more illustrations? There are indeed. Put it there. Okay. Scroll down. We have one spare page that's totally blank, and then the front page, which I don't have any more tags that really go with that, other than I guess this one is still pretty good because it's got what it takes. I think this, you know, the fire hot topic is offsetting sloppy like all the way. And then I guess on that note, I could use this one. Yeah, probably. Or the $750 ad, which would go on a crime page, which I don't have a lot of crime, but I mean, I can stick the ad here anyway because it gets me more money. And then I suppose it's really just comes down to, I think this one's technically better because all this is the same type of tags, but this one is taking it out as old news, so we could put this here. So this is $26,000, and then the final page is not done. So we could say, I guess this one is okay. It's got a little bit of a compromise thing going on with it, but all right. And then we just basically stick anything that's got the most prominence. I would have loved to have printed that instead, but instead we'll go with... I mean, neither one of these matter, right? No, neither one of these matter. We could just do this. Maybe we swap this. It's technically better. And technically better is the best kind of better, I find. Yeah, no, I think that's a good paper. Now, we're almost 1,000 pages short on paper. or almost 1,000 paper short. So like that's insane. That's an enormous fine we're gonna have to pay here. Like this was my biggest worry about the auto buy is like I'm gonna set it and try to forget it, and it's gonna bite me because I didn't get enough of it. And that's basically what happened. We just do not have enough paper, and I don't think there's any way around that at all. Like I've taken it out of all of the toilets. I could remove it now from the typesetting machines if there are any available to do that, which I can't. No, I can't do that. I can take it out of the telegraphing station, which is a little bit difficult because now like what we're going to use for telegraphs or telegraphing stations, like finding stories, right? So, but I can manually put it back later. I'm just trying to lessen the, oh my gosh, the pain. So much. Like I'm going to put it into all of these telegraphing stations later. I don't know about that. Let's just take it out of the one that has the most in it. 91. So that's 1,200 paper. I think I might just pay the fine for the rest of it, which is going to be $1,100. Good Lord. Okay. Well, both of our European telegraphing stations are empty now. Anyone else have paper that they would like to get rid of? Here you go. I'll take yours out. I mean, all the telegraphing stations are just going to have nothing. I don't know what they're going to be able to do in the very beginning of the week. That's probably a bad thing. Text editing desk. We can take it out of the text editing desk. Who needs editors? 1,400. Here we go. Assembly tables don't have any. I already removed it from the lawyer. Photographers, no. What about up here? Do you guys have paper? Not really. There is another editor, though. These are reporters. Where's my other editor? Right here. Yeah, in the bathroom, of course, because she smells. All right, both of my editors are now paper-free. Now what's my fine? You know what? I'll live with $480. I'll live with it. So from there, what we're going to do is go down, 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 down. I can't live with 480, unfortunately. I need to do just a little bit more paper. I want to get out of that. Whereas I guess we're just going to have less in the telegraphing stations again. I'm not sure if they'll actually look for stories without that. But let's see. So I need it to be under $400 for the fine. And it is. Good. I have 328. This 375 is okay. So I need it under $300 basically. 370 something. Bring you to here. There we go. Is that good? We'll take it. And then I have to replace all of the paper when I order it at the very start of the next day. There we go. Nobel Prizes. That's a sales record. Nearly 1 million papers sold. We're getting up there to where we're starting to sell a lot. Taking the entire region from them. We're going to get the bonsai tree, extremely informational paper. Because I didn't go into it, right? Like if I went into it with the idea of going sensational, I might have targeted the stories that get me there, but I didn't go into it with that. So $2,500 there or $5,000 here. Well, I mean, just why don't you just dig it in? Just say, hey, by the way, if you had done sensational, you could unlock it and get $5,000, by the way. Yeah. Economist is a great one. We have a lot of economy stories. All right, well, we'll try to go sensational this time too, I guess. Although I might... Hey, this is different. This is a new window. What is this? 5 years. Score. 5 years of deadlines. The real deal. The real deal still stands tall. All right, cool. So submit your score to the global leaderboard. Wait, is this the end of the game? Did I actually get to the end of the game? I thought it went to... Does this stop in 1934? I thought it went to 1939. Maybe this is the end of the game. It's appropriate that today is the finale then, isn't it? Total number of senior ranks, 25, 56 reporters. How many districts this competitor is still active in? Yeah, I didn't actually eliminate my competitors. I was, working on it, but whatever, it's fine. We did great. If I leave the recap now, aloha from Hawaii. Hang on. Publisher, I must admit I was on the fence about you, but once that crook Walker was out, you proved you were in this city's corner for the right reasons. Together, we've built things that last. A prison to keep the streets clean and the people safe. Right. because that's how you keep the streets clean and the people safe. And a party office in Bergen that keeps the wheels of reform turning. Press is often a pawn of corruption. You turned it into a partner of the people. New York runs a little smoother now. The lights are brighter. The streets are quieter. You've done this city proud. That's from LaGuardia. Yep. All right. Cool. Also from Hawaii. I'm not sure why LaGuardia is sending me a postcard from Hawaii, but all right. Dearest publisher, has it really been 5 years already? It feels like yesterday I showed you the ropes and introduced you to the old Big Bertha down in the press room. And now? Your tower rises so high I can spot it clear as day from the Empire State Building. More than 60 editions under your belt, and each one sharper than the last. The city's watching, and you've become exactly what it needs. New York's finest publisher. With all my pride, Eleanor. Thank you, Eleanor. Very nice. Hey, that's a good way to send us off, actually. I almost want to have that just be the end. Like, that's a good send-off, you know? So at the 5-year mark, it does that for you, and then I guess another 5 years, right? Yeah. So you go another 5 years, and that's near the end of the game. But I mean, it's great. The postcards, the summaries, all that stuff. It just that's like, let's think about this. What value do I really give you in the video to doing one more day? I don't think there's much value in that. In the story, 5 years. With all that summary recap, it's a perfect fit. I'm sorry, it just is. It's a perfect fit, and that screen, yeah, that's our summary, guys. That's our finale. I'm good. I'm satisfied with the progress. It's not difficult to wipe them out, right? We're covering things super good. It's not difficult to get out of debt. I'm only in debt a couple grand now, and I got 13 grand in the funds. So, like, there's not a lot of value in keep it going. And I've had a blast. Thank you for joining me for News Tower. I appreciate it. I've got other games to cover, and it's time to finally be able to close this chapter and move on with other brighter games. Lots of things happening. Had a blast with this. Thank you for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.